everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Lunarcast, the new class. I am your host, Iron. With me, as always, is Mike. How you doing?
I'm good.
And we got Penguin from twitch.tv/Mr. Penguin Von Penguin.
That's
How
right.
are you?
Top of the morning to you.
Oh, yes, because it is St. Patrick's Day as we are recording this. Mike is not wearing any green. Penguin has a little bit of green. Mine is hidden below a hoodie.
I like the Xbox game better.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was better. Because it's a good game.
There we go.
Yep,
I'll just hold it
slapped
there.
right on there. Yep.
Rockstar shill.
So, it is, like I said, St. Patrick's Day, so that means it is March 17th. It is Division 2 launch weekend, and it is also the day after Penguin ate some absolutely disgusting food in his mind that we all absolutely love to watch.
Except the combinations. God, the combinations.
Oh, man.
Hey,
ask me
best
what
part
was the fact you washed it down with tea is the best part.
Sweet tea. Horrible sweet tea. Hey, Iron, go ahead and ask me again how cheesecake topped with Swiss cheese and cottage cheese taste. It's not good.
That was great.
It's not good.
Best $30 2.0 probably ever spent.
You're all monsters.
I mean, Jack paid you $25.
I did nothing.
Jacket was going to give him more money to drink the olive juice. I really kind of wish he did, but I guess he was on the phone.
That sounds disgusting.
I mean...
It does. It truly does sound horrible and disgusting.
Yeah.
But anyways, we have a podcast to do.
Hey, I had to touch on it because it's funny. And it's good. As much as torturing you and I feel bad about it, but I also laugh my ass off. I can't help it.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
Maybe.
So... Back to the actual podcast stuff. A couple things to touch on this week. A couple news things that have happened. Big one in movies. James Gunn has returned to Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Disney has reversed their decision.
Oh my.
I know. Oh my, indeed.
Did you see the news story that came out after it that says Disney never even sought another director? They basically just delayed. I guess it was a wait for the fervor to die down. So apparently they just fired him, let the firestorm die down, and then we're like, oh yeah, we rehired him.
Then let him go sign on to Suicide Squad, and then he's going to the competition. We should probably hire him back.
Yeah,
I feel like the idea was at that point was probably like, we're just gonna, this will be our way of, we'll delay the movie and keep the director we want. We just gotta let this all die down. That's all it was.
Plus, it's like they, after everything happened, you had no directors really wanting to touch the project because they're like, it's James Gunn's movie. The actors were furious. Everybody wanted his script. Disney was probably like, we don't want anything attached. And then it was like, oh, we kind of fucked up on this.
On the plus side, Suicide Squad 2 ought to be quite good now that James Gunn is attached to it.
Very true. I didn't even see the first one. I just know, everybody said it was rough.
Okay. First Suicide Squad movie, look, it is an Oscar winner. It won an Oscar.
It did.
It did. Yeah, it did. Holy crap!
It is Oscar. It is the Oscar-winning Suicide Squad. All right. Look, plot-wise, it had holes in it. There were some issues, but I enjoyed that movie. Unlike some people, I feel like Suicide Squad is more defensible than Batman vs Superman. So
never saw that one either.
I don't think it was bad if you went in with the correct expectations. Which
if your
given the DC movies, your expectations would be low. Just like when I went to go see Aquaman, I was like, oh well, this might not be good, but it actually turned out to be pretty good.
I feel like you see like the movies and stuff, and like you have the limbo bar, and they have it down to the lowest possible setting. That's where your expectations should be anytime you go watch a DC movie.
Right.
And then you can't be all that disappointed about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad it's pretty much solved. Granted, there are going to be people, and I mean, like far right, because everybody knows that's, it even came out like that's pretty much who dug it up. They're going to be really pissed. James Wood is also already pissed about it. I saw a tweet about that. He's pretty upset.
I mean,
what does he have to do anything with this movie?
He's just mad because he was like, so James Gunn got his job back. Where's, why hasn't Roseanne?
Because Roseanne's a piece of shit.
I don't even remember off the top of my head why James Gunn got fired.
It was because of some
decades-old tweet.
Yeah, it was because of some tweets that he made like between like 5 to 10 years ago.
Okay, so let me tell you something. And my husband and I talk about this kind of all the time as far as that stuff goes. 5, 10 years ago, if you are not willing to throw some forgiveness out there, people aren't going to grow as people.
Right.
If they're willing to look back and acknowledge and say, ooh, or I fucked up. And it was a bad joke, and I'm very sorry about that. But you can't even, it doesn't even matter if you delete it from your Twitter timeline, because somebody's got a screen cap of it anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, that people can change a lot in 5 to 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
The reason Roseanne got fired is because she was making those kinds of statements now.
Yeah,
and now. Still making them.
Still right now. So if you're out there listening to this podcast somehow, and you're one of those new fangled Gen Zer kids, like high school aged right now, your generation lacks the ability to forgive things, and you need to get that. You need to understand that it's okay to forgive people, and barking dogs bark, and I forgive those dogs for barking. But yeah, you need to understand that if somebody said something 10, 15 years ago, they've probably grown as a person. They've hopefully grown as a person. If they're still making the same statements now, then fuck yeah. But
get them out.
But come on now. This was a long time ago. So I'm just going to go with he grew as a person, and stop trying to be a dick to him for that, because we've all said some really stupid shit in our pasts. It's just some of us didn't say it on the internet.
Yeah. I'll just end with what he said, because it says he's weighed in. It is his first tweet since July 19th. It says, I am tremendously grateful to every person out there who has supported me over the past few months. I'm always learning and will continue to work at being the best human being I can be. I deeply appreciate Disney's decision, and I am excited to continue making films that investigate and the ties of love that bind us all. I have been and continue to be incredibly humbled by your love and support. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Love to you all.
All right, I believe him.
Yep.
I'm inclined to believe him, because he hasn't, like I said, he hasn't said anything lately that makes me think he's disingenuous.
Nope. So
now, if you want another theory on why he got his job back, I would propose going out onto YouTube, to WWE's YouTube channel, and finding a clip from, I believe it was Raw of this week. Basically Batista going face to face with Triple H, and he basically wanted a WrestleMania match, and he basically said about 20 times, "You know what I want, give me what I want." And if you just play that clip and imagine Batista in a room with Disney executives, that's how I feel at that way.
Also, just so you know, apparently this fervor that happened, it seems like that it has caused, at least there's rumors that Batista is being cast in Suicide Squad 2. So.
Oh, that'd be good.
So.
No idea.
Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
But yeah. All right. Next bit of news. We're gonna jump back into gaming. The folks at Hello Game, all probably 16 of them, and Sean Murray, they have announced their next expansion, which is No Man's Sky Beyond.
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 Sorry, I had to do that.
I was waiting for Penguin to do it.
The joke is old.
Penguin doesn't.
It is old, but
Penguin
it had
doesn't
to be done.
conform to people.
It was still.
That's
there.
right.
It's history. And this is actually only step 1 of their next of the Beyond
now,
expansion.
Real quick, as you're talking about this, how many
Mhm.
people have actually played like No Man's Sky since launch? Good. So we're all here. We've all been players at launch. We all know. If you're like me, I thought it was not what they promised at launch, but I still thought it was a great, relaxing game, and I enjoyed it even at launch. And they've done a lot
very
to
true.
it.
It was basically like Space Minecraft.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yes, this is exactly like Minecraft. Like, think about it. Base vanilla Minecraft when it first came out. What the hell could you do?
You could dig.
Exactly.
Chop down
And so
trees
this-
with your hands.
They're almost treating it, Hello Games is almost treating this the exact same way, and they're not putting out like, how Minecraft's going 1.9, 1.10, 1. They're
Hello Games is just dropping massive updates. Like this is 3 planned updates in one, is what I've heard. What I read.
Yes.
It's 3 big updates in one, including a huge overhaul to the multiplayer.
Yeah,
Which
it's
I hope
basically
hope that means I can chase you across the universe in my ship and shoot you down, because that'd be great.
Yeah. So here,
that's what it sounds like, because it sounds like they're, instead of it being like, oh, you join this person's game, it's gonna be
everybody's just out there together.
Everybody's out there. You might have to like mess around with instances and stuff trying to find your friends, but
yeah. So I'll read their blog post. It's pretty short. Says, we know there's a lot of hunger out there for news on update, blah, blah, blah. Each chapter for No Man's Sky has been more successful than the last, thanks to our community. Next, our large release last year was especially so. It went on to bring enjoyment to millions of new players, and it helped to change the legacy of the game we care about so much. Earlier this year, whilst working on a roadmap of 3 future updates, we decided we want to interweave their features and had a vision for something much more impactful. We are excited to announce that Beyond will continue those 3 major updates rolled into one larger free release. The first component of Beyond we are announcing today is No Man's Sky Online. No Man's Sky Online includes a radical new social and multiplayer experience which empowers players everywhere in the universe to meet and play together. Whilst this brings people together like never before and has more recognizable online elements, we don't consider No Man's Sky to be an MMO. It won't require a subscription, won't contain microtransactions, and it will be free to all existing players. These changes are an answer to how we have seen people play since the release of Next, and something we've dreamed of for a long time. We will talk more about each component. It is unexpected but so rewarding to see so many accolades and nominations for No Man's Sky on Best Ongoing or Most Evolved this year. To some, Next may have felt like a natural endpoint for our journey, but for us, it was another step on a longer voyage.
Guys, I have written down on this piece of paper what I would love to see in this update that they haven't announced yet.
RV?
VR.
Yeah, it's backwards for us,
VR.
but yes. I do think VR is going to be
it should be forwards on the stream. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I really do hope that it brings VR support as well, because I would love to sit in my living room, Mikey. I know you would. I know you would love to sit there and be able to play No Man's Sky on like PSVR.
Well, I'd have to get the game on PlayStation first.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you would, just so you can. Play on
think about it though. Like if VR released for this, I would probably hands down be getting it. Like PlayStation VR, I own it on PS4. I've had it since launch. I put maybe 40 hours into the vanilla game. I probably put about another 20 into the next update.
Yeah, I need to put some more time into it. I enjoyed it. I need to dive back in.
Yeah, like it's so much fun.
We need to get a base going.
Ooh.
But see, here's the thing, Mike. You don't have
PS4?
it on PS4.
I don't.
And it's probably still very expensive as of right now, so you might as well wait.
Now, what we can do come April is we can all get into the Minecrafts, and
that's true, because I'll be able to play it with you on the Xbox.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's just play everywhere.
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
and
I liked No Man's Sky. I was one of, I guess I was, like Penguin, I was one of the few that, I guess the silent minority of the people that actually liked it at launch.
I actually think that I think that most I would argue that most people actually enjoyed the game for what it was at launch, and that the vocal, like, because let's be real, the people who are always vocal about this shit are gonna be your Reddits and all that, and then those people get vocal on Reddit, and then they also start sharing that on their Twitter accounts. Like, I feel like that's the bad side of Reddit, that mob mentality. Yeah, the game was not everything it looked like in the trailers. Let's be real. But Spider-Man changed the puddles, so
yeah. But no, I like you guys. I enjoyed the game since launch. It was a ton of fun. I put a lot of time into it. It was very relaxing. When Next dropped, because I put it down to move on to other games, because I mean, let's be real. It's a massive game, and there's no way I would be able to spend that much time into it.
I still haven't journeyed to the center of the universe.
Yeah, neither have I. I feel like if I got back into it, I would need to start over. I think.
I think I did when the next update came out. I started over.
I should just start over on No Man's Sky and just purposefully dig to the center of the universe. Like, we're going to the center.
Just jump.
We're going.
No, he's not jump. He said dig. He's just gonna dig his way there.
Yeah, I'm
dig through every planet.
I'm gonna grab my shovel out of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna take it over into No Man's Sky, and I'm gonna dig until I reach the center of the universe. And when I get there, I assume that a kraken will come out of it.
I mean, okay, so you guys do know what does happen at the center, right?
No.
Nope, don't want to know. I haven't gotten there.
Really?
Don't spoil it.
Okay, I won't. No, I
won't. We would literally kick you off this podcast. You'd be done.
I won't spoil it. I know what happens when you get to the center, though. I haven't gotten to the center, but I know unless they've changed it. I have no idea if they've changed it. But yeah, so I am excited for it. I don't think they said anything about when it's supposed to be out.
They said summer. That's all they said was summer, I believe.
Is that what it says at the end of the video?
I mean, I wouldn't expect it. I mean, sometime this year, between summer and fall, I would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. No Man's Sky coming. It's on the blog post. Summer 19. It's on the PlayStation blog post.
Yeah. I will tell you this though. Apparently now there is an advantage to owning the game on Xbox One and streaming it on a Mixer. And that
because nobody's streaming it on Mixer?
No. Apparently they have Mixer integration on No Man's Sky where people can help you out with the sparks on Mixer. Like they can spin sparks, and they can like give you more resources, or they can send stuff after you, I think. So there's that.
That's interesting.
That's a little bit, yeah.
If we could get some Twitch integration on other platforms, that'd be cool.
I'm a little odd. It's a little odd that Twitch doesn't have more integration with stuff in that. Like, it's the bigger platform. I don't know why they're not trying.
Well, it's not Twitch's fault. It's the developers that need to put the integration in there.
Yeah, so they've partnered with like Microsoft to do integration.
Yeah, I'm about to say because Microsoft owns Mixer, so.
Well, yeah. Well, it's kind of like the like I've seen some really great Twitch integration in games. I think Dead Cells has amazing Twitch integration, but only for the Steam version, for the PC version. Party Hard has Twitch integration, which I got Party Hard for free through Games to Grunts. So I want to do that one. I want to do it on stream with the Twitch integration and see what happens because I haven't done that yet. But
Twitch Sings lets you hide lyrics from the person singing.
Fuck you, Mike. Twitch Sings is coming up. I thought about entering into the they did like a karaoke contest for Twitch Sings, and I was gonna do an entry, but then I was like a day late.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's good though.
Water.
Drink, boys.
Coffee.
Water, coffee.
I mean, I also have my
energy.
I got nothing else.
All right.
So the last thing that's really pretty much probably going to take up the rest of this is, lo and behold, it is Division 2 launch weekend. I have put about 5.5 hours into it. Mike, how many hours you got? If you had a rough, without opening up Uplay right now.
Too late. I'm opening Uplay.
Probably, probably I would say 7, maybe.
Probably.
I'm waiting for Uplay to come up now. Uplay, talk to me.
Uplay.
But
let's see.
It's good.
I have 6 hours and 23 minutes of Division 2 gameplay at this point.
So Penguin's got about an hour more than me.
Now, I have an hour more than you because Friday night I was gonna go to bed, and I was
after we got off.
Yeah, but then
My playtime 8 hours.
Some friends got on there. Teddy Chinaris and Super Killer Bunny and The Future Is Near were playing, and I was like, hey, you guys seem to be having fun. Do you want a fourth? And so I created a new agent just to run around with them, and the legend of Scruff McGruffin was born.
Oh God!
I literally, for the entire time that I played with them, I talked. I used a voice that was kind of a gritty voice. I was like, I'm Scruff McGruffin. And I mean,
you gotta sound scruffy if you're gonna be
I
Scruff.
refer to myself only in the third person.
As Scruff McGuffin would.
Scruff McGruffin. And then afterwards, when I got off and they were still on, I went ahead and made a Twitch account for Scruff McGruffin.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Scruff McGruffin is also there on the Twitch. I don't know that I can stream the Division 2 because I have looked at its CPU usage. I think I need a better CPU.
I'm gonna try it today. I mean, I think, having the 6 cores in the Ryzen 5 should help.
Well, so
Mike's shaking his head no.
If it leaned a little harder on GPU instead of CPU, I'd probably be like, if it were more balanced.
Well, have you done the internal benchmark?
I have.
Because when I did that, it seemed like it was my CPU was only at like half. It was all GPU, for me at least.
Well, maybe. So
I wouldn't be able to pull up my benchmarks right now, but I'll probably pull a bench. I'll run a benchmark before I stream.
Today, aren't you? Trying to after we get done with this.
Well, after this, we're gonna do Red Dead Online because Jacket has been clamoring for Red Dead Online.
Ooh, I might play with you.
So we're gonna play some Red Dead Online. I'm gonna grab something to eat, like a quick snack, and then I'll be back after 15-20 minutes. But then after that, I'll probably do
today
Division.
is in Sunday.
Yes, today is in Sunday, not whatever.
Not Tuesday when this comes out.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably be streaming it Tuesday too. I'll be streaming Division. But Division will probably be tonight because Jen will get home. It's probably around 2, 3. I don't know. She said something like 4, so I'll probably do it after dinner.
So have either of you downloaded the Uplay Club app on your phone?
I don't have the app. No.
So I didn't know there was an app.
So there is an app, and it lets you do all your rewards and look at your challenge progress and stuff like that. But it's got this interesting voice assistant called Sam.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna see if it'll say anything for me. But it basically just, as you log in, it'll give you little blurbs. One of them was that I made 352 kills.
I can't even find the app.
It is called Ubisoft Club.
Ubisoft.
But it's got as you if I were to log into the game right now and then bring that up, it would just start talking to you and basically doing text to voice stuff. But it's just
okay.
It's kind of neat. I use the app mostly for just looking at my challenge progress while I'm in the game, seeing how many pistol kills I still need to get.
I just want you guys to know,
that's not a bad idea.
I want you guys to know that I have been working towards finishing projects in the game. Spoilers. To help because spoiler alert, yes, Penguin joined the Lunarcast clan.
Yes.
On the Division.
Yes. There is a clan. You can search for us. Join us if you want.
It is a PC clan.
It is a PC clan. We don't.
That's right. We are politically correct.
Well, I mean that too, but yeah. Kind so of. I mean, as far as impressions go, but there are a couple of things that I like so far. Not having to take a mod off of a weapon to equip it onto another weapon is nice.
Oh yeah, because once you have unlocked the thing for the mods, you can just attach it to any weapon that can take
right,
it.
and it'll just stay on each weapon.
Yep. That's a nice touch. I like that.
There was what was the other? I'm trying to think of what else there was. I mean, it's more Division, so that's always good.
So, I will tell you that the world of the Division 2 feels more alive than the Division 1 ever felt.
Yes.
Well, and
I
think part of that is because DC by nature is a more open city. It's less skyscrapers, more openness.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what it is. I think it's that instead of like just walking around and civilians going, "Oh God, help me."
Well,
they're like you actually see people out there surviving and going on runs, and you can join them and just follow them and run behind them and be like, "I'm gonna help you."
Well, like, I mean, the time frame helps that because I think it's what 6 months,
7 months after
7 months after the Black Friday.
So
thing.
Like, although I will say this, it feels a little suspect that Washington D.C. looks the way it does just 7 months later.
Well, I mean, New York looked terrible.
Well, New York was also directly in the path of things, like right out of the gate. But like, right. I'm talking about like the overall, like the crazy amount of overgrowth in the city, and you know the fact that wild animals are now treating it like a playground. That doesn't feel like it should have happened within 7 months to me. But I'm just pretending the game is even later on.
Yeah, that's kind of when I sit there and jump in, I don't see it as being 7 months. This is like a few years.
That's what I'm saying. It feels like it's not 7 months later. It feels like it's maybe 5 or 6 years later.
I look at it. It's very
maybe even not that far. Maybe just a couple of years after.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the overgrowth in I Am Legend. It's not insane, but it's there.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's that's kind of just that's nitpicky. And I understand that that's nitpicky.
That's extremely nitpicky.
And so, but like overall, the mechanics to me feel great. I really like, my brain was like, oh good, I can lean back and play this with a controller. But then I thought about playing it last night when I was playing by myself for a little while, and I was like, yeah, but I'm already used to the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, like I played Division 1 with my DualShock, and I did that because I got it originally on PS4, so I knew the keystrokes and everything. And now I have it on, PC. I still did a DualShock. And then with this one, I was very adamant about crap, I'm going to have to change all my key binding in that, and they have it already preset for left-handed.
So they have just
they have a preset.
That's good. So good looking out for the people who are going to die earlier than the rest of us, Ubisoft.
Well, and I would say that, and I haven't looked at all of the options, but I think that this game, from what I've heard, probably is the most accessible game from like a AAA developer. You know, you can make all of the fonts bigger. You know, you can
have it talk to you, like
you
can read all the subtitles.
Narrate everything. They really made it accessible both on the control side and on the visual side, so that you know they can get as many people as they can to play the game.
Yeah.
Well,
they did this right.
So I was really worried. What was it, like Wednesday or whatever? They put out Polygon or somebody put out the article, and they're like, the launch has gone so smoothly. And I'm like, the pre-launch has gone smoothly, but when it actually launched, I don't know. I did not jump in immediately when they opened the servers up to everybody. I didn't play till the next day. In fact, I didn't play till the next evening. But it looks like it has gone quite smoothly.
I think I only got disconnected once in the 5 hours that I streamed it on Saturday or on Friday.
Yeah. And they so there was a hiccup earlier in the day that I read. The servers actually went down for about a half hour or so. They went down. I don't know if that was just like a crash because of the, you know, such a high volume just all of a sudden hit the server.
Are you talking about yesterday morning?
Oh, no.
Was it yesterday morning?
Yesterday morning, the servers were down for an hour and a half because they were patching the game. So the day after the wide launch, they were already like, okay, we've got a thing to patch, so we're going to go ahead and patch it this morning.
Well, and that's just the nature of these online games nowadays. You know that.
Well, I respect them for getting that patch out there that quickly.
Yeah.
I will say this.
They didn't wait until the next
Australians were salty as fuck about the timing of them patching it. They were like, this is prime time for Australia. And we're like, yeah, somebody's got to suffer. PUBG always goes down prime time in the United States.
Yeah.
PUBG always does their maintenance at like, what, 8 o'clock at night? Central
7,
time?
8 o'clock, yeah.
In
for
the US,
5 hours. So it's like, it's my entire night. It's gone. I got to find something else to play.
This is why you don't play PUBG. I
still enjoy going in and playing PUBG sometimes.
Well, PUBG does not enjoy being played by you, apparently.
Yeah.
I will say this, and this is another nitpicky thing. I feel like Ubisoft needs to fix the character creator in Division 2, because there should be an option that lets me look at just my character without anything around them, so I can kind of get a full look at them.
Oh yeah, you were not happy with that.
There should be something that lets me take away clothing items fully, not leave the underpants on the character, I get that, but you can't even see the full look of like the lower leg tattoos because there's always something blocking them.
Yeah.
Like it's just like there's some things that need, in my opinion, to be adjusted, but so far in 6.5 hours of playing it, it's more Division and I'm enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
I have heard that there is later in the game there is a person that you recruit that it essentially acts as a barber.
Yeah,
so
it's the terminal. I was reading about it last night on Reddit.
Okay.
Like it's called the terminal or whatever, and then you can go and there's a bathroom and you can go and you can change your hairstyle and this and that. But like, come on now. I am very excited. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm very excited to get into the Dark Zone.
Oh yeah, I really want to try the Dark Zone.
So what's really different about the Dark Zone this time?
Okay, so
because I didn't really do much Dark Zone in Division 1.
All right, so the premise is very much the same as far as I understand it, but instead of one gigantic Dark Zone, it's 3 smaller Dark Zones, and each of them are unique. I'm gonna look this up right now. Dark Zone
Mr.
differences.
Is looking up stuff. He's looking it up right now.
He is.
Boom, boom, boom.
If you're listening to this right now, I'm literally Googling Dark Zone differences between Division 1 and Division 2. 5 biggest changes to the Dark Zone in Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Look at that. Number 1, there are now multiple dark zones. Okay, yes. Number 2,
we know that.
Action in the dark zone is normalized.
So everyone's the same power.
Yes, because there was times running into the dark zone in the first one where, so the dark zone in the first one was one big area, but you know how they split up the different districts, and different districts are different levels for enemies? Mm-hmm. The dark zone, the bottom of the map on the dark zone in the first one was lower level, and it got higher and higher as you went. Okay. So people who had already gotten through the dark zone all the way through the top of it and had a really high level like gear were just running down into the lower section of the dark zone and just wrecking people. And then they did a thing where they changed it to where the dark zone was split out by like dark zone levels, and that really didn't, like, people were still getting gear but staying low enough level. Like, they were just really fucking with people who didn't have high tier gear.
When the game first launched, didn't you need a key to get into the dark zone?
Well, you didn't need a key. You had to be a certain level. So, like, I
thought I remembered something about you needed dark zone keys to get in.
You needed keys to open up crates in the dark zone.
Oh, okay.
Like, you could open up you could open up crates with keys. Apparently, it says there's a new rogue loop. So in the first dark zone, if you started killing agents in the dark zone, you were considered rogue, and you could hunt the rogue.
Yeah. This one, don't you have to turn it on to go rogue?
If you're rogue and run into another player or squad, however, you need to protect yourself. If you kill an opposing player while rogue, you'll become a disavowed agent and will be listed as such anytime anyone sees you. And they'll get a reward for killing you. And then if you kill them, then you'll get what is known as a manhunt rogue. And then every player in the dark zone can see you on their map.
So if you kill the bad guy, then everyone can see you and come kill you.
No. If you kill the bad guy, then you get rewards. But if the bad guy kills you, if there's a disavowed agent and they kill you, then they become manhunt rogue, and then everyone can see them. So the first time you kill somebody, you get disavowed. Yeah. The second time, you become a manhunt. You get a manhunt.
Gotcha.
And you get no penalties for killing a rogue because you're
you get rewarded for it.
Okay. Gotcha.
It says it looks like they're taking strides to reduce toxicity in the community.
Always good.
Yep.
And the clan system seems to have some, like, the clan chat and stuff like that in game has to do with the dark zone as well. It also says there's now a dedicated PvP mode. It's not a dark zone change.
That's the conflict stuff, right?
Yeah, so the idea is by moving PvP to, like, the conflict stuff, they can take some of the toxicity of PvP out of the dark zones.
Yeah.
So
that's the hope.
But you're still going to have the people that just want to be a dick and...
Oh, of course. I mean, they're everywhere.
You.
Dude,
I mean, you're going to get that no matter what you play.
Mike, right. you remember the other day when you joined me on that thing on Sea of Thieves and that galleon just came up and sunk us even though we offered them all of our loot?
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
Those people are everywhere. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I've seen it on the Reddit just kind of this morning. There is, I think, probably 3 or 4 posts I've seen just boom, boom, boom. Streamers are already complaining about the PvP shit.
Okay.
Like, they don't like it. And so people are begging massive. Like, that's what the posts are. They're like, streamers are complaining. They are begging massive. Do not cave. Because it's perfectly fine.
I would assume then that they're getting stream sniped and stuff.
That's my guess.
I'm sorry, but if you're playing a PvP game, there's not going to be... And you're streaming it, people are going to stream snipe you. That's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
You can't avoid it. The only way to avoid it is if they don't know what your actual name is, and maybe you can make it to where when you go into the dark zone, like, your names don't display to other people. It just says agent or something above your name head.
It's also
agent, whatever.
It's also, maybe if they have, if they add private matches or something down the road, that's
I don't know.
Yeah,
too. If you
could,
don't want to
could
get
be.
stream sniped, but if you're gonna play PvP and stream at the same time,
You're
then
gonna get your shit wrecked at some point. It's gonna happen.
then
Pretty much. Like
yeah,
you're gonna get killed.
You're opening yourself to have someone know exactly where you are at all times.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I stream the games, but I mean, I'm not a well-known streamer. But if somebody was to find me and, kill me and they're stream sniping, I mean, I did it to myself. I'm gonna be pissed, going like, I hate fucking stream snipers, but what am I gonna do? It's my own fault. I did it.
You're gonna be like, I'm salty, but I earned this salt.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's
so.
But yeah. So I'll tell you now, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the game.
Yep.
And I haven't even got to the content that I'm really ready for, which is Dark Zone and stuff. I haven't opened that up yet.
Right.
Yeah. No, I played a little bit yesterday. I played for about an hour or so yesterday before going out, and I mean, I'm loving the game. I love everything inside the game. I love the aesthetics. I love how the weapons feel. People are bitching about the UI. UI doesn't really bug me too much. I love the new gear, the new skills.
But the UI, I even the first one, I've always thought that the UI in the game is great. I think it's perfectly.
What's the complaint on the UI?
God, what do I keep seeing about it? I don't know.
Is it just that you have to have to select everything?
I think so.
Like highlight and select.
Yeah, I think.
Wah.
Big wah. My only complaint, and I mean, we've posted this in the Discord, and me and Penguin talked about it, and I think Mike talked about it too. I want the headshot sound.
Oh, no. I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty sure the headshot sound is in the game, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
It's not.
I have a marksman
it's
rifle,
not as
and
loud.
I hit a headshot.
It's not. Yeah, I did notice a slight difference when you do a headshot, but it's not the.
It's not as pronounced.
Yeah,
but
I want the pronounced one.
I
want that satisfaction.
I hit a headshot last night, and I'm pretty sure it was almost an identical noise. Not quite the same, but it's almost there. And I just want to upload the sound file that makes the old headshot noise come back.
I want one of two things. I either want the headshot sound back, or a slow motion on the bullet going into the guy's head.
This is not Sniper Elite, man. All right, so if we're talking about sound files, that's like, oh man, I can't believe this is things that I missed sound files from the first game. Not a single person that I've come across, not a single group of enemies I've come across has shouted, "They got Alex."
I miss it. I think we killed all the Alexes though. I think that's
in the first game, Mike. I don't know if you just never noticed it or whatever, but it feels like every other group you fight in the first game, at some point while you're fighting them after you kill one of them, they're like, "They got Alex." There were a lot of bad Alexes in New York, man.
I guess I'll have to listen a little closely.
Yeah, no, I've not heard it. I do like the new AI and everything though. They're smarter.
Oh my god, so much flanking.
Dude, so much flanking. They're so much smarter. They're so much more challenging.
Oh my god,
and it's great.
I almost got my.
Me and Penguin, we did that. Control point. The demo site.
Yeah.
We died like 3 or 4 times.
So I did another one of the control points. I did falling cranes. Okay.
Okay.
I did falling cranes, and I did it by myself, and falling cranes, and spoiler alert, I guess it's not story anyway. There's just one spot where you go to, and there's fallen cranes, and that's why they call it that. And it's a control point, and when you get there, the way it's set up, there's about a 120 degree roughly area in front of it that they can see with one of those fucking miniguns.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's about 120 degrees. If you come up from behind it, if you flank it that way, you can do it. And I did that last night. I was like, fuck, this is going to be crazy, but I'm going to try it. Go into falling cranes by myself, get that flare up there to call in like the AI help. And I took down a control point on my own, and I felt accomplished because it was hard. It took like 10 minutes to take down this control point. I was like, that was a tough fight, but I did it.
Yeah, so like actually, oh, there goes Allie. Actually, when
Squirrel.
So me, you, and Mike all did the demolition site, and then me and Penguin did the demolition site, and then I had to go do the demolition site on mine. Like it didn't count for mine.
Really?
They patched
so
that.
I had to go run it alone.
They patched that. That was one of the things in the patch yesterday.
Okay, but yeah, like I had to go run it yesterday by myself in that, and it took a while to get through it and everything.
Is that because you weren't using cover?
No, I used cover.
Mike, did you see the message I put up in the clan messages?
I did see that. Yes.
There's a new one up there as well.
One of the requirements of our PC Lunar Castaways clan on the Division 2 is that you have to make fun of Iron for not using cover. Because he does not like to use cover.
I know that one of the genres they've slapped on the Division is looter shooter, and that's true, but it's also a cover shooter.
But the loot comes first. I want to go get the loot.
You have
also,
the loot will still be there. It doesn't despawn.
Also, sometimes when you have to go try and track somebody down, okay, there's only a couple guys left. You think you know where the two are, and then a third one comes out of nowhere. Okay, I can't help that. I'm trying to just not deal with the cover anymore because they're just hiding.
Iron, we're talking about the scenarios where there's clearly 5 guys in front of us, and you're just running down the middle of the street.
Oh no, hold on, wait a second. If you put 5 guys in front of me, yeah, I'm gonna run for it too. I love their burgers. I'm gonna give up cover for that, man. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm giving up cover for the burger. Like, good burgers.
5 guys.
It's not my favorite burger, but
I should go get some this week.
Hashtag BurgerCast.
Hashtag BurgerCast. Delicious burgers.
This week on BurgerCast, we put Whataburger up against In-N-Out. Now, who's actually eaten both of those? I guess I'm the only one who gets to be on the BurgerCast.
I'm about to say, like, I don't have any of either of those next to me.
Follow us next week when we talk about Shake Shack and how they're overrated.
I've had Shake Shack once in DC.
I don't think I had Shake Shack.
All right, so spoiler alert, kids. There's no BurgerCast. I'm sorry. Well, not yet. Not yet. Subscribe to them on Patreon at the $10 or more level, and if we get enough people, we'll do a BurgerCast once a month.
We'll do.
Damn right. So with all of that being said, I think we can all agree it's a great game. It's fun to play. We're gonna continue to play it. It's not Anthem.
It's not broken.
I mean, I can't speak to Anthem because I didn't play it.
I didn't play it. I watched people play.
I played a little bit of Anthem. I haven't had a chance to dive back in, but I've been afraid to even dive back in because of hearing out all the connectivity issues and how the loot doesn't drop properly and this and that.
So
Anthem is definitely falling under the vanilla Destiny category of.
I warned people. I fucking called it.
I got it free with my GPU. I don't care.
I mean, that just means that in a year or so, it might actually be good. It may be good. We'll just have to see.
But before we move on to the section of hey, what are you playing this week? Because we do that. Mike, I just want to let you know that on the 20th, they are releasing a trailer, rare for Sea of Thieves. It's a trailer for the Mega Update. Okay.
Is that the one that you sent out the other day?
No.
Or no, that was the weekend thing going on right now.
Yeah, there's a weekend thing. I do need to jump in there and play and get some stuff done on there too because it's double gold, double XP still as of recording this. But no. So the Mega Update that's coming is like their big thing. Sea of Thieves turns 1 on the 20th. A whole year out. They've had some major updates already this year. The Mega Update is supposed to have a bunch of stuff. I've been playing a little bit on the Insider program. That's all I can say. It's NDA'd, so I can't tell you what's in the Insider program. But it's cool. I can tell you that. It's cool. Yeah, so on the 20th, that trailer for the Mega Update comes out, and Mike, I expect we're going to talk about that a little bit on the next podcast.
Yeah, you guys can have your little section with
Iron. If we could just buy you like 1 month of Game Pass, dude, it's like $1 for your first month.
There was
I'll look into it. Okay.
Is the thing still going on where it's $2 for 2 months?
It might even be.
Like you
maybe
do.
We'll look into it. We'll look into it.
I just want to get you out there beyond, like, you came. I gave you the code. You did come play with me on the your friends play free weekend,
and it was fun.
And when you play with people, it's really fun. Like, we get into all kinds of goddamn shenanigans.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I did enjoy it. I'm not saying I didn't.
There we go. The $10 Patreon tier, Iron will get Game Pass.
Yeah, make me sound like a bigger beggar. Jesus Christ.
No, Mike set that up, not you. You had nothing to do with that.
Just yeah. So we'll do a quick thing of what are we playing outside of Division. I'm just Pokemon, so I'm still playing Pokemon.
Let's go. That's good. That's a good call. Nothing wrong with that.
Mr. Penguin, what are you playing?
So this has been spring break. So this week I have played Sea of Thieves and Civilization 6 and this little indie game that just hit this week called Division 2. It's an indie title. You probably wouldn't know about it.
Never heard of it.
And
nope.
I played around in real life and went to the water park. That was a game.
That's always fun. Water parks are always fun.
It was like,
plus you live in Texas, so it was still not freezing cold.
It was still 53 degrees outside.
Yeah,
it's just better than here lately.
That's too cold.
That's too cold for a water park, but it's still better than here right now. It was
the indoor section. They had some heating going. The water was still fairly cold, though.
Yeah, we do have an indoor water park here.
But that was my...
Mike, what are you playing?
So I played some Sea of Thieves with Penguin.
Yeah, I did.
That was a fun time. We were digging up chests left and right, making lots of money.
Hey, you're getting good at finding the chests on the map.
I am. It's hard because you don't know where you are on the map. You just have to figure it out.
Yeah, that's you have to look at the features
in real life.
You have to look at the features on the map and look around you.
Yeah. So I played some of that. I played obviously Division 2. That's been the weekend game.
You're playing that indie game too? Nice.
Yeah, I am playing that indie game. It's I didn't think anyone else would be playing it. I'm shocked that you are. And nice then I have also been playing Star Trek Online because they have their 9th anniversary event stuff going on right now. So I'm getting in there doing some daily quests.
To be fair, I have played some Star Trek Online. I don't hate it. It doesn't grab me like other MMOs have. Like DC Universe Online really grabbed me for a long time.
So I played. I probably was a. I played Star Trek Online when it first came out in 2010. When it was a normal MMO where you buy the game and then you pay the monthly subscription. And that was essentially my MMO at the time. And on PC, it's not. It's your typical MMO controls, but it was like your typical like C tier MMO. It wasn't anywhere close to like World of Warcraft or anything like that. But I've been ever since the PS4 version came out, I've been playing on that, and playing it with a controller makes it so much better. Especially on the ground game, because it essentially is a third-person shooter at that point.
Yeah. Mike, have you played DC Universe Online?
I might have dabbled in it, but I didn't really get into it.
Okay, yeah, so, like, Iron, I don't know if you've ever touched it either.
No.
So DC Universe Online, the one that grabbed me. This is how much that one grabbed me, and we're like, once again, the podcast goes off the rails.
Every time.
Every time. We can't stay on topic. Fuck that shit. So like, I played the alpha and I played the beta of DC Universe Online. This game launched on PC, PS3 back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think that's
I remember when it came out. Yeah,
I think I played it when it went free to play.
I liked it so much in the alpha and then the beta that I bought the $100 collector's edition. of DC Universe Online. I still have the Batman statue.
Jeez.
To this day. Still have the Batman statue in my living room. And I like to play it on PS4 because my account has the special collector's edition drone that you could only get by buying that. So I have a little drone pet thing that follows me around and also attacks enemies. But I would love to convince you guys just for like maybe one stream to just dive in for like 4 hours.
Okay.
Not sure. If I can get a good day to do it, yeah, I'll do it.
You only get access on the free to play. You only get access to the basic some basic powers. I think you get like the initial tier of powers. There's like fire, ice, gadgets, stuff like that. Like you don't get access to like the Green Lantern powers or water or any of the newer powers. You have to buy those or subscribe for those.
Interesting.
But I don't think it's crossplay with PC either, but it should be.
I mean, I would love people to get into Star Trek Online and mess around in there too.
If you said to me, Penguin, I would really like you to spend 4 hours playing Star Trek Online with me in a stream, I would find a day where we could sit down and do that.
Oh, sweet.
Not Iron. Iron's like, fuck that shit. That's boring.
No,
That's Star Trek.
No.
But I think I can get.
on that one.
I think I can
Mr.
get him in on
Penguin,
DC Universe because it's superheroes.
If we were gonna sit down and play a Star Trek game on stream, I think we would have to play Star Trek Bridge Crew.
That would be awesome. I would like to set that up with you, but I would like to do that in the fall, and let me tell you why. Because
Classes.
in the fall after we've moved, we're moving somewhere with a second bedroom, and that's gonna be my studio. So I can set up proper like VR. You can see my stupid face on the camera, but you can see what's going on in game shit.
Right.
Well, that's gonna be a stream to watch.
Yeah, and then we can just click the little controllers.
We can just
point
see
at
us
each other.
pointing everywhere.
So I would love to do that.
Because essentially in that game, your hand is like this, and when you grip, you go like this.
Yeah, and it'll be hilarious because people will be able to see my big dumb face with the big VR headset on and go, "That guy looks real dumb, right?"
But we have to. But if we do that, we have to role play. There's
of course.
There's Captain Penguin or whoever we choose to be captain.
And for that stream, for that particular stream, we have to bring in Yuri because Yuri has it as well, and Yuri is really bad at being the captain. So we should make Yuri captain.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, but we are at like the hour point, so let's put this baby to bed.
Yeah, let's put it to bed. So, housekeeping. We did the giveaway on Thursday. We did the giveaway on Thursday. Of course, Spidey J is the winner. Again, congrats to Spidey J. He won. Actually,
rigged.
I was sitting there going through it. I think that's actually only his second big giveaway plus the tournament win. So that's not horrible. Penguin won Extra Life plus another.
Meanwhile, I've been sitting here for a year.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
You can no longer win. You're an employee.
I know. I mean, I can't. I was told. I was told I could, but
he can still win.
I was told I could, but it doesn't really make much sense. So
I mean, I could technically now win because I could get on Patreon, but me and Jack have agreed to not do that.
Right. And I'm going to move my money elsewhere within the community.
Yeah.
And get a Minecraft realm going.
I can't wait for that. I'm excited for that. I'm
excited.
I will gladly do crossover streams, Minecraft me on Xbox, and you in the realm. I'd be glad to do it.
Yeah, so we're gonna be looking into that. So Mike's gonna be looking into that. He's gonna get that set up. So otherwise, other housekeeping things. I think Tuesday. I don't know. I'm gonna pretty much be streaming. And whenever I play Division 2 this week, I'm probably gonna stream it. That's probably gonna be the big stream game for this week. For me, I know Saturday will be LCW again. I believe is that our pay-per-view this week?
No. We have one more week.
Next week. Okay, yeah. So
my condolences on your loss. Austin fucked you royally.
I went back and watched the VOD. I was so pissed.
I did not watch Lunarcast Wrestling this week. Did I even wrestle?
You did not, but you did accompany Quail out to ringside.
Okay, as long as the Birds of Rage were still flying high,
and unfortunately Quail lost to Jacket.
Well, of course Quail lost. Quail didn't kick the cover on me the week before either, or whatever. That's why we're not in the tag team brackets anymore.
No, I watched the freaking VOD. I was pissed off. I mean, it's whatever. But
it was so fun because no one realized that the ref was counting, and all of a sudden it was just throw 6 back in, and 6. Then they're the winners. It's like, okay. That's a thing. And then
either way.
So yeah, our new tag team champions will be crowned in 2 weeks, and it will either be Chef N6, aka the Kitchen Sink, or myself and Tim, our LCW champion,
who has a date with Penguin.
He does next week. This upcoming Saturday, we are going to do Penguin versus Tim for that LCW championship.
You can tell me this often, but I really want to know what the stipulations are, because I want to know what my dead cat-eyed self is getting into.
Actually, I think if I remember correctly, I said Tim can pick that, so yeah, I need to get with Tim and see what he wants to do.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah. So that'll be this coming Saturday. I know that Saturday, I will actually probably not be able to watch that LCW because I'm going to be on the road to Cincinnati for the day. And I won't be back until like midday Sunday. So.
Wait. So are you leaving? What time are you leaving for Cincinnati next week?
Probably it's about a 3-hour drive. So probably like
offline chat.
1 or 2.
Okay.
So
we'll record first. Okay, good.
Yeah, we'll record first. So yeah, we're gonna record first. We'll still be fine. That's why I wasn't too worried about it. It's not until the afternoon because the tournament starts at 6. And I know they don't watch it or anything, because I don't post it on Facebook and they don't really know that I do it in that. But I do want to send my condolences to him. The guy I'm actually replacing, he bowls with my cousins and everything on Mondays. About a month or so ago, he had a massive heart attack. He had to go in for surgery. On Friday, he lost both of his legs. He is also diabetic. So, and he is 32 years old. So my condolences to him on that. So I will be going to take his place.
Treat yourself right, kids.
Yeah. He's got a wife and 3 kids. So.
Okay, the morbid, horrible part of me that might have been infected by Jacket just immediately went like, is his name Lieutenant Dan? I'm so sorry, guy who I don't know who had a heart attack.
Such a dick.
Well, I would like to thank everyone for watching us. What's that? I'm just getting a text from Jacket. We're canceled.
Well, it was bound to happen.
It was a good run. Penguin's got to get up and get back in here.
I guess that's where we end the show for today.
That's where we ended. So, but yeah, and then also condolences out to the people of New Zealand for what they're going through. I didn't want to throw that in there.
Fuck assholes. Spread love, not hate.
Pretty much. Yep, there you go. So, with all that being said, everybody, thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button on the YouTube video. It is always appreciated. We may eventually get onto podcast services.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications.
Ring the bell for notifications.
I'm a YouTuber
check out our
now.
Twitch. Check out our Twitch at twitch.tv/LunarCastaways. You can also catch Penguin over on twitch.tv/Mr. Penguin Von Penguin.
Starting Wednesdays and Fridays this week. The new schedule this week.
There you go. Wednesdays and Fridays, you can catch him over there. So, again, thank you guys for watching. And as always, have a great day.
Bye. Bye.